Welcome back to part 3 of how to make a comic strip on Scratch. In the last two videos, I have made this progress so far, so we'll be seeing that in a minute. And I have added a few additional changes. So, if you do not remember or have not saved or not made and seen this video for the first time, I have put a link in the description and you can see the card which shows up right here. So now we can play it. In the starting I have set the size to 100. Even here I have decreased the size to 75. So I can take
The elf goes to her house and gets some food.
I can set a set size to 75. And this block had been deleted from the previous video, so I have recorded it. So now my plan was to make another backdrop jungle and make the elf go in the jungle and go to a cave then and fight a dragon. So we can go in control and wait 1 second. Then we can go in looks. We can make it wait 2 seconds. Then we can switch the backdrop to jungle. And we can see where do we want. First we can stop it. Then we have to see where is the position. So we can take the go to X, Y, and now let's see how does it work out.
The elf goes to her house and gets some food.
As I told you, the block was deleted, so some of its functions have been deleted too. So you can see the previous video for this block. In the previous video I had even used a variable called timer, but it would be necessary right now.
The elf goes to her house and gets some food.
It's going to be 18 seconds. Let's try. I know the previous
The
videos
elf goes to her house and gets some food.
have been lengthy and short, so this video will be approximately about 15 minutes. So we can add a hide block here. Here instead of go to X and Y, we can set it to set X, set Y. Then we can duplicate this. The previous video I had made a lot of them. So I can place them here. Then in seconds, add as you can see the code is being outlined. It's still being running, so we can press the red dot. So we can keep it. How about 0.5? 0.5, 0.5, and 0.5. We can see the costumes. Previous video I had made Elf A3, Elf A4, and Elf A5. Elf A3, Elf A4, A5. So let's see it.
The elf goes to her house and gets some food.
We can see the time. It's 15.5 seconds. 16. Now let's see.
The elf goes to her house and gets some food.
Too less time. We can keep 3, 3, 3, 3. And I forgot to glide. This whole block had got deleted because last time I had not saved it. After making some changes, I had made a change in this.
The elf goes to her house and gets some food.
Three seconds. We can keep it 1, 1, 1. Now let's check.
The elf goes to her house and gets some food.
We can remove this switch costume in the starting. You can ignore this part. I'm just troubleshooting my error. You can see after you have seen the previous video. If you have already made this part,
The
you
elf
do
goes
not
to
need
her
to see
house and
this.
gets some food.
We want her to glide here. So we can glide here.
The elf goes to her house and gets some food.
So now we can show it. We can make a costume like this. Duplicate it. Not this one. Elf A2. And then we can go in snack and food. Select one, then shift plus select the two, then control plus C. Go in Elf A7. We can go in Elf A7. Control plus V. And we can decrease the size. Then we can rotate it. Then we can make it go back. Then it's looking like the pouch is tied to her belt. So when she shows, we can glide her here. Now in looks, we can decrease the size. The reason I'm taking 3 of these is that it would be easier instead of going in the looks. Now I can duplicate this elf A8. I can flip it horizontally, and then I can change size by -10 or 10, -10. Then I can glide 1 second. So this can be 2 seconds. This can be 1. Then I can -10 again. Now again I can apply this. Then I can switch the costume. We forgot to switch the costume. First we can switch the costume to LA7. We can duplicate that. Here we can change it to elf A7. Here here it will be elf A8. So let's see how far.
The elf goes to her house and gets some food.
Now we have to glide it. And then we can hide it. And then we can choose a new backdrop. Castle 1. And we can summon our hair motion. Take this block, then looks, we can show, then we can choose a sprite, dragon. Speaking of which, in the next or the next to next video, I was thinking of making a video sensing tutorial on Scratch. We can draw something scary. We can fill it. Dragon's color is blue. Blue would look better. Right now it's looking like a reptile. So we can choose fill. We can one by one, only the dark portions. Light portions we'll choose a lighter shade of blue. No, not the dark portion. You can keep it green only, now it's looking like a dragon. Then here, see, like fire, you can flip it and same color. Right now we want this code. Now we can go in sensing and turn on timer. Now let's see the time. The dragon is showing, so to fix this we can use hide.
The elf goes to her house and gets some food.
We just have to see the time, so never mind. Why the backdrop not change? Because we have not given a command to change the backdrop. So switch the backdrop. Now let's see the time. Now the dragon is hidden. Just keep an eye on the time. I think this video is also going to exceed 20 minutes.
The elf goes to her house and gets some food.
So it's 32 seconds. So in sensing we can turn off the timer. In control, wait 32 seconds. Then show, switch costume to dragon A. Then say you can wrong spelling. Already given a space. You cannot defeat me. In elf, as we know the time, we can wait 34 seconds. Then we can make her say, oh yes, I will. In dragon we can go, then wait 2 seconds, then we can switch costume to dragon C, then we can make him say, we can go elf and see the costume. We can duplicate it, elf A9, then we can flip horizontally, elf A9, then we can switch the costume to elf A9. Now from elf A9 we can make him wait for 2 seconds, and then we can make it hide. Then we can make her say, I have done my job. And we can make text say, the narrator say, then we can make a sprite. We can draw it. When we can write in blue or in black. Then in elf, in code, we can choose a new backdrop. No, we can go in backdrops. Then in backdrops, then draw a new backdrop. Then choose blue sky. Then we can fill it white. It's blue sky too. And then in elf, we can use hide, and this is about 40 seconds, so we can wait event 40 seconds and show. So now let's see the movie, and this is the end. Oh, we forgot to hide it in the starting. I wish we could forward the animation, but we have to see it from starting. So let's see it once.
The elf goes to her house and gets some food.
You can add your own sprites, you can add your own ideas. This is just idea of a comic.
The elf goes back to the wizard and gets her prize.
So this one not 40 seconds. We can set the backdrop to blue sky too. And here, instead of 40 seconds, keep it 43. So now
The elf goes to her house and gets some food. The elf goes back to the wizard and gets her prize.
yes, so we can add some seconds to make it look better. So that's all for today's video. Thank you.